Mark Scheifele, a guy who, Winnipeg Jets, it just seems like they're going to have to blow everything up. I'll throw one name on the board right here: Boston Bruins, a team that, with who knows what's going to happen with Patrice Bergeron and guys like David Krejci. But if you could bring those guys back, and then you could also get Scheifele in it, I think you keep that window open for another year for sure.
Ooh, that's an interesting pick, especially because if Boston is still considering itself in just pure win now mode, maybe you don't even have to sign Scheifele to an extension. Maybe you just rent him
Mm-hmm.
and you figure out the cap stuff for the next season later. They are still in a bit of a pickle because they have those bonus overages they have to pay Bergeron and David Krejci. I think it's more than $4 million. So it's a little tricky, but if they're losing one or both of them, of course they have to replace their center position. So that's a very interesting fit. I like that one. Carolina, of course, I don't have to go into the reasoning because we know we've already said it several times on the show already. They need a number two center. A couple other options. I think Columbus would be very interesting for Mark Scheifele. So the Blue Jackets are a team that they are trying to think long term, as Kekline told me last week. But he also indicated, they need that center, and the two pieces they've added, Provorov and Severson, sends a message that they're actually trying to climb quicker than they might have implied originally. So to me, he would level up that offense. Maybe you have to sacrifice someone like a Cole Sillinger, who did take a step backward
Mm-hmm.
in his second season with the Blue Jackets last year, right? So maybe he could use a change of scenery anyway. You'd also have Scheifele and Laine. They weren't always line mates, I know, in Winnipeg, but they had plenty of time together. So that could be a little bit of a rekindling there too. I also like Seattle as a team that maybe now that they understand that they are way further ahead than they expected in their development, having Scheifele up the middle would give more insulation to Matty Beniers. It would also allow Shane Wright to develop slower. And I think that would really solidify you up the middle too. So he would be an interesting fit to me if Seattle decides, hey, we're pretty good. Let's kind of go for it here.